Okay, folks, good morning and welcome to Swing Trading Today. This is Bob Desmond, and it is at current 5:16 in the a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's spend a moment going over our topics for the day. First up will be member stock chart request and our watch stocks. Then we'll segue over and into the pre-market activity in the futures market. So let's kick things off with first a comment with regard to our charting software partner, TrendSpider. TrendSpider is the next generation in artificial technical analysis. We are a certified partner and proud to be one. This past Sunday, I just completed my second webinar along with Team TrendSpider, and I'll tell you, it was great conversation, great people, both the audience and the team over at TrendSpider. A great product. I endorse it. I endorse it so much that it's included in my silver and gold level memberships. And if you're not ready to become a member, simply take advantage of their 7-day free trial offer and to use my discount code CT25Z. Use the link in the description area below if you watch this on YouTube, or above if you watch this on the blog, to be taken to their website, CT25Z, that coupon code again. Let's kick things off this morning with a conversation with regards to names that I've spoken about in the past in the social media space that are setting themselves up for antitrust action by the DOJ. And the poster child of the group is Google. You had the president tweeting yet again about their participation and influence during the 2016 presidential election cycle. You may not agree with it. You may agree with it. I don't know. I'm not that smart. But if the president deems it a threat to his reelection, you can guarantee yourself he's not going to leave anything to chance, and he's going to take action. And the DOJ has already been sending out smoke signals that something is afoot. So let's talk about the shares and when I would look to go shorting the name. I was looking yesterday at the 840 put contracts. I'll probably create a bear spread, meaning I will sell a deep out of the money put, and I will buy an out of the money put option. And the sale of the deep out of the money put option will help offset the cost of purchasing an option. So while I'm minimizing my profit potential, I am also reducing my risk and out-of-pocket expense to finance that trade. Now, there's only one problem, actually a couple of problems to this trade. One, we broke out yesterday. All right, so while I think that this company is uninvestable at this point in time prior to an election cycle, I am not ready quite yet to go shorting the name. Now, when will I be ready? I will be ready when we rally. I'm going to overlay weekly support levels here with a click of a button. There you have it in dashed line. We have a lot of support below. Now, I don't want to go shorting these shares when they've defended one support level down here at the 1150 level, then recaptured not one support level, but two, effective yesterday. So in all probability, despite the topping action here on yesterday's candlestick, we will probably move higher in the short term. Longer term, I am looking to lean into the short side of these shares. And we're looking to short up and into this resistance level where we could place a stop on a close above that support level. Now, if we get rejected at this resistance level at, say, the 1235 spot 62 level, which is rising, this number will change. We'll look to lean into that position to the short side. So more to come with Google. Facebook, daily chart, we remain in a downtrend. However, I think that we are probably going to break out with the market because we are in a triangle formation. In fact, we broke out yesterday. Just barely, but a breakout nonetheless. Now, I'm not as bearish as I was on Facebook because I think the headline risk for Google is far worse at this point in time than what is Facebook, but there's headline risk out there for Facebook nonetheless. It is an influential company. Now let's make the assumption that we clear this pivot point here at the 191 spot 36 level. If we do in fact clear it, we could come up here at the 199 spot 21 level. Now what I want to do is I want to create an alert right here at this resistance level. I'm going to select all three: breakthrough, touch, bounce. I'm going to reduce the sensitivity a bit here. I want to be notified pretty quickly. And I will document what my trade direction is and why. Okay. So I'm going to keep this active for the max 30 days. And there we go. Set it and forget it. And in fact, what I want to do is I want to go back to Google for a moment. And I want to do the same here. I want to know when we hit this resistance level, possible short trade, bear spread. And again, we'll keep this at the max. We're good to go here. Alert is set. Set it and forget it. Folks, you can see here on TrendSpider that the functionality is very dynamic. There is a lot more functionality here than what I use all the time. If you're looking for a tool that gives you the edge over other investors, this is for you. And it reduces impulse buying and selling with the use of alerts. You cannot underestimate the value of the alerts. So again, please click that link above or below. Get their 7-day free trial offer, CT25Z, or join the Contrarian Trader gold and silver level memberships and get TrendSpider for free. All right, let's move on to the futures market, and we'll talk about how we're setting up this morning. The ES E-mini futures, we are up a bit. We were higher. We attempted to recapture resistance at the 29.28 level, and we have been rejected at current, but we still remain green. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ as well is at some resistance here, so we'll be looking for a breakout and above this upper band of resistance. I do believe that we're probably going to continue higher this week, but that doesn't mean that there won't be a pullback. Yesterday was a pretty strong day. The volume was not great. I am concerned that there was some short covering out there. So I think that it's best to wait for a pullback and a retest of daily support levels. I went over those levels yesterday with members, or last night with members on Market Wrap. So members, please go check that out. Let's take a look at the US dollar, because we want to measure how the dollar is performing, because it's going to influence gold and silver, which we are bullish on. And at current, the dollar this morning made a new daily high. We've pulled back on this 4-hour bar. These are all 4-hour charts. And we're down slightly this bar, but this bar does not close until 9 a.m., so plenty of time to rally back here. The trend is clearly up, and we are nearing 52-week highs. Now, what is driving the dollar higher? Let's face it, the Europeans at current, with concerns with regard to Brexit, major problem, Hong Kong, major problem. The headline risk and fear are helping to support the US dollar despite all of our massive amounts of debt and deficit spending that we are accruing. That bill has not come home to roost yet. Taking a look at gold. Now, this is impressive. You have the dollar, which is behaving very, very strong. And while gold broke support here on the 19th, we are now attempting to recapture it, and we are actually up on the morning. Now, I'll tell you, a year ago, if you would have seen the strength in the US dollar that you're seeing right now relative to gold, they would have been going in opposite directions. At current, gold is consolidating very, very nicely. There is a bid under gold. Now, what I'm looking for here is a breakout on RSI. This is a secondary downtrend line. I know there's already a breakout here, but I'm looking for a more significant breakout above the primary downtrend line, which is this one here. So we have a breakout this morning on RSI above this secondary downtrend line. What matters most to me is a breakout above the primary. then a pullback and a retest and a recapture and a close above this support level here on a 4-hour basis before I would even consider adding more to this trade, because right now this could be a head fake. It looks very, very bullish, but with the dollar strong and the risk on environment with stocks, we could easily see a rollover here. I don't want to add more to my gold mining trade or open up a trade with gold until such time as I see a recapture of support in the face of the strength of the US dollar or a break of the US dollar. One of the two, that's fine with me. Taking a look at silver, which pulled back nicely. I spoke about this on the TrendSpider webinar Sunday evening. I was asked, what do I think of silver and gold short term? And I said, I'm concerned short term. I think that we may see some weakness. And sure enough, on Monday, the shares of NUGT, USLV, SLV, the GDX, everything across the spectrum was hammered. And we closed below support yesterday. But what do we do this morning? We recaptured support. Silver is back in this trading range, and we closed there this last 4-hour bar. So silver is behaving stronger than gold right now. Very, very bullish stuff here. And you can see that we've broken out on RSI. Silver looking really good. Silver is on our watch list. We were long of it. We booked profits a couple of weeks ago, and now we are looking to rebuild a new position. Let's leave off with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is back above 10,000 again, but we're setting up nicely here. We're putting in higher lows, and we may have a setup here for a breakout and a close above this upper band of resistance on a 4-hour basis. You can use that as a buy signal if that suits your risk tolerances. I will say this, though, about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has not been behaving well in a risk-off environment. I have not been impressed. Gold, different story. So please be careful here with getting too overweight of Bitcoin. Diversify. I don't believe that Bitcoin is the new gold. I think gold is the real gold. The gold miners are a more volatile way to play gold. And that is it for this morning, folks. If you got any value out of this commentary, please hit that like button and subscribe button. Share this with a friend. Let's get the word out about technical analysis. Everybody have a profitable trading day, and I will talk to you soon. Be well.